Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and there's a lot of news that we've got to get through. And thank you to everybody that has watched our video on the Sarah Everand story and the arrest of a Metropolitan Police officer. Before we talk about Sky ECC, the update states that the police officer has now been arrested. Wayne Cousins has been identified as for kidnap, murder and indecent exposure, which they believe is a separate incident. So this story is developing and we'll definitely keep you updated on what happens in the future. Sky ECC, this is like Encrochat Part 2. As regular viewers of the channel will know, we covered Encrochat from the moment the news broke last year. And thousands of people in the UK that use the encrypted network were raided, and some people still may be in the future. A lot of cases have seen people sent to prison based on the evidence of Encrochat messages. And a subscriber suggested that we made a playlist just for the Encrochat because of how many videos we have on the subject. I think his name was Ollie, so big up Ollie for the suggestion, and we did do that as well. So you'll be able to find all of the stories to do with Encrochat in the Encrochat playlist on the channel. This story broke yesterday, but police in Belgium have said that this has been an ongoing investigation for up to 2 years. The Brussels Times actually broke the story, and this encrypted network, Sky ECC, had actually said they would pay £5 million to anybody that could hack their software. They was that confident in it, and they charged their subscribers thousands of pounds every 6 months for a membership to the network. And Belgian police did a press conference today where they said that 1,500 police officers simultaneously deployed in 200 raids, arrested dozens of people in Antwerp, and it involved special forces as well. Investigators succeeded in hacking Sky ECC at the end of the year, according to reports by the Standaard, and as a result they were able to sort through thousands of messages major criminals were sending to each other over the course of months. Information gained from those conversations led to historic raids on Tuesday, and they said this has been ongoing for 2 years. Sky ECC became popular with drug criminals after the successor Encrochat was cracked in 2020 by French and Dutch investigators who were able to intercept 100 million messages that were sent on the application. This led to over 100 suspects being arrested in the Netherlands and uncovering a network of laboratories from crystal meth and other drugs that were being produced, and allowing police to seize 8,000 tons of cocaine and £20 million in cash. A number of investigations are still underway in Belgium based on the information from this case, and they said it is leading to panic among criminals in the Netherlands and around the world. They said almost everyone in Antwerp switched from Encrochat to Sky 2 years ago, a source told a newspaper in July. They said that Antwerp had major criminals, and there was also linked to Dubai as well, and the company that called itself the world's most secure app had previously said that it was impossible to hack it, and it defended its services and said that privacy was a fundamental right. The application is installed on phones and disables the camera, GPS and microphone to prevent anybody from spying on you. Messages are automatically deleted after 30 seconds, and a user can enter a panic password and the contents of the device will immediately be deleted. The application itself is hidden on a screen of a device, so it isn't even visible on the home screen. From this phone hack as well, police are saying that they've arrested 48 people and 1.2 million in cash, and 17 tons of cocaine has been seized in Antwerp at the ports. They also say in this article that they intercepted 1 billion encrypted messages, and that they've already decrypted 500 million of them. They said this has given them a wealth of information about criminals in the area and also around the world. So we can already gather from that first article that this is a very big story, and it means a lot in relation to the way that things import into Europe and eventually sometimes the UK. This is what these hacks have done, is give the police an insight that they've never had before. And now in the second part of the video, we're going to reference Vice News. Motherboard has done an article about the reaction about this hack from the actual firm that owns the application called Sky. This article was by Joseph Cox and Sky ECC. They say that they used a complex phishing campaign in order to basically steal people's information. They say the Encrypted phone company has spoken to the Vice News website and said that somebody created a fake application and loaded it onto phones and sold them through unauthorized channels. Sky ECC is responding to media reports on Tuesday that law enforcement agencies had managed to crack Sky's communication platform at the end of last year. The company said to Vice essentially that law enforcement or someone else advertised and sold these phones loaded with counterfeit apps. They basically are saying that law enforcement sold these on. The amount of messages that were intercepted by the police would actually go against this suggestion. 1 billion messages is an awful lot. In this article we've found out Sky ECC must have known that the police were doing something to get their information and intercept the data as early as the end of last year, but it has only just been released today on the 9th of March. So this shows the company was still taking money from its subscribers, even when they must have been aware that the security may have been compromised. Sky ECC has authorized distributors in Belgium and the Netherlands, and they say that there's a fake phishing application that is falsely branded as Sky ECC, and it was illegally created and it was uploaded onto unsecure devices. Motherboard for Vice said they're unable to verify the claims that Sky has made. Although the details are sparse, the Standaard newspaper reported that the investigators managed to crack the code of the encrypted message service, and that capturing tens of thousands of messages in real time, they got hundreds of investigators to carry out the arrests and searches. They said that Sky ECC does not cooperate or authorise any investigative authorities or anyone involved in the distribution of the fake applications. They say they are pursuing legal action against the offending individuals for the impersonations and false lights and trademark infringement, defamation and fraud. Sky is part of the encrypted phone industry, where companies sell customised phones, sometimes with the microphone or GPS removed, and their own apps are installed for sending encrypted messages. The devices are traditionally expensive, costing thousands of pounds for annual subscriptions, and they are often distributed by resellers based in different countries. The market is heavily but not exclusively used, they say, by organised criminals, and they have evidence to suggest that they are hitmen, drug traffickers and weapon smugglers, and sometimes law enforcement agencies have steadily seen an increase in the frequency and sophistication of operations against these companies. The Dutch authorities in 2006 used a flaw in the encrypted messaging of a firm called Encrochat to obtain users' messaging content, and the FBI and international partners targeted a Canadian firm called Phantom Secure and arrested its creator Vincent Ramos in 2018. And last year, French law enforcement dramatically used Encrochat's update mechanism to put malware into customers' phones, which gave them control of the devices. In a statement, the CEO said that the platform exists for the prevention of identity theft and hacking, the protection of personal privacy rights, and the secure operation of legitimate personal and business affairs. With the global rise to corporate espionage, cybercrime, and malicious data breaches, privacy and protection of information is the foundation of the effective functioning of many industries that are legal. They said they experienced temporary interruptions with their server, but did not explain what had caused the outage. The Belgium Federal Police did not respond in request for comment. And following the fact that Sky actually spoke out against the police's raids and arrests and all these hacks, the police actually responded to the article from Vice News. It was actually by the Police Federale, and due to the fact that it's in a different language, I had to get it translated. And what I found was interesting is that the police in this investigation had actually pinpointed the amount of people in different countries that had been using the phone. So by doing this, they was able to find out how the network worked. They said there was thousands of users in Colombia, Antwerp, Belgium and the Netherlands. So this shows the massive scale that he was operating on. And the police reiterated that this was not a technical issue. This was deliberate and it was not a one-off. They say they have completely taken over and intercepted all these messages. So I find it very interesting that the company that is actually being responsible for these people losing their freedom and getting cases on them and the evidence that is going to be used against them is speaking out about this. And it'll be interesting to see the developments with this story. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news, and I really want to hear what people have to say on this. And please don't forget to check out our previous coverage on Encrochat as well. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.